everybody. She grew up with some of the world's top athletes, inspiring her to create the Hungry Fans Game Day Cookbook. Please welcome to our kitchen, Daina Falk.
Yay!
Daina. So your dad was a huge sports agent. He was like the real Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, like the first Jerry Maguire.
He was the first Jerry Maguire.
How many are there of them?
Yeah. There's a lot of Jerry Maguires these days.
Okay.
Right.
Check.
But he was the original Jerry.
He's like
He was
the guy.
Jerry Maguire the first. There have been second, thirds, and fourths.
Yeah.
How did his career as the sports agent influence your decision to want to be a cook?
Well, I grew up around sports. I went to a lot of games and matches and races, all those different things with my dad, and I just really love the fan experience, but I also love to eat, and I love that part of the sports fan experience. So I thought, all right, well, these are two things I know and love. I'm going to mash them together and make it a thing.
And he was not interested in you becoming a sports agent at all?
No. When I graduated from college, he was like, I will do everything in my power to ensure that you do not do that.
But isn't that interesting? Because a lot of performers and kids don't want their kids to get into the business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was right. I rarely will ever say that. And this is like immortalized forever, but he was right. So good job, Dad.
He was also Michael Jordan's agent, which is huge. Did you ever get a chance to cook for Michael Jordan?
Inadvertently, actually. So I made cookies one night before bed, and my mom was like, "You're not allowed to eat those because you'll never go to sleep."
Exactly.
You know, I don't have kids, but I imagine that's the right thing to do. And my dad and Michael came in. They came in through the garage door into the kitchen, and I was like, "Hey," hug, and then good night. I had to go to bed. And when I woke up the next morning to pack my lunch, there were no more cookies left.
Pretty sure Michael Jordan ate them all.
Now, do you have proof of that?
Yeah, I don't, but we could probably ask him one day, and I don't
I'm
know
sure
that
he
he'd
would
remember,
cop to
but-
it. He'd cop
Wouldn't that
to
be
it.
awesome?
Yeah.
He also has given you a recipe for your book, his
Yes.
Michael Jordan's Meat Lovers Flatbread.
Yes. I called up Michael and Yvette, his lovely wife, and I said, if you were going to throw a Super Bowl party, what would you make? Can I have a recipe for my cookbook? And so they emailed me this recipe, and we're going to make it.
We're going to make it in a minute. You guys bring it in. You guys start eating it, but I really
Wait, Michael Jordan's coming in?
Michael Jordan's also coming. That's right.
He's probably busy running the
world.
Look at this. I knew I liked Michael Jordan, but now I love Michael Jordan.
I want to take a look at this beautiful book. You guys can start eating,
Wow.
but I want to go through some of these recipes because they're very impressive.
Yes, so I've got in here, we've got a recipe from Boomer Esiason, famous quarterback, also my sister's godfather. It's great as is. You could also put it between a slider bun and make it a sandwich.
What was that?
That was Swedish meatballs by Boomer Esiason. Crab cakes and football, that's what Maryland does. Everyone's favorite line. I'm actually from Maryland, so we got a crab cake burger. Which I actually made for when the Ravens.
Num.
That's like
So
not good when a girl does it, I don't think. So,
This one.
yeah, baby or mini chicken and waffles. Those are actually store-bought waffles, which is really good for game day. You want to keep things simple. And that's like a healthier riff, and then jazzed up with some apples and brie. But most importantly, because of what we're about to do, you've got a bunch of flatbreads in the book. There's prosciutto ones, there's andouille sausage ones, margarita, stuffed crust, and the one we're about to make today, which is like total carnivore, like on bread.
It is. They've never been so quiet over there. They're really
Oh, good. I'm so glad that you like it.
Let's make this, Daina.
Yay.
What do we do
All right.
first?
This is really probably one of the easiest things you'll ever make. So we have flatbread, which we've already made on the grill. You're going to want to just cook it over low heat. So we've got all the nice little marks. Low sodium tomato sauce. Why? Because there's a lot of meat.
That's going to be salty.
Yeah, quite salty. So you could just use the bottom of the spoon or like a flatter spoon, whatever works for you. And you're going to put your tomato sauce on.
Is that enough sauce? I like extra sauce.
I was going to try and
I'm sorry, Daina.
I'm a messy cooker.
There you go.
So
Extra sauce. There we go. I'll be your sous chef.
We've got a ton of mozzarella cheese, also sodium. So like there you go.
Low sodium as well. Okay.
Maybe have some water with this.
Maybe a little bit.
Now we have bacon.
Okay.
We've got ham. You could do soppressata, pepperoni. We've got salami, and then you've got Italian sausage.
I'm just going to jump in
Any
and say,
order?
from Jerry Maguire's, you had me at bacon.
Pretty
You had me at bacon.
You had me at bacon.
You gotta like figure out a way to work and show me the money.
But, yeah,
Right,
that's
exactly.
Right. We'll get it all there.
So we'll just essentially throw all of this on. It doesn't have to be pretty because you're just going to eat it, and it looks pretty anyway, just by the nature of what it is.
The way that it looks, though, this is like I would feel really like amazing serving this to people.
Yeah.
Good.
Like at a party, instead of putting out just like dips and stuff, like this looks hearty and yummy, the kind of thing you want to eat, but it's like kind of pretty and fabulous.
Yeah, and it's really simple.
It's so,
Yeah.
It
know,
is.
it's
It's
really
super
simple.
simple. So yeah, you could do
put a
that.
little
and
cheese
we'll,
on top?
We'll do some more too when it's done. So here's what you're gonna do. I'm literally gonna just take this over here. You could use a instrument. I'm not going to because
Because you're good like that. Oh, your hand.
the pan.
It's okay.
Just
it's
like
not
that.
hot. It's not that hot. You do this enough, you get asbestos hands. It's okay.
That's
so you're
true.
gonna cover it up and let it cook for a few minutes. All you need to do is melt the cheese essentially, because all these things are already cooked.
Yeah.
And ideally, like you want to use quality ingredients, so like better salamis and soprasadas. Now this one is already done. This is heavy.
And does the crust get crunchy?
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
This is
Ta-da!
This one.
Oh.
There you go.
All right.
So
Now we'll
good.
slice that up.
It's almost like you want to tear it apart and eat it.
Yeah.
Just like, you know.
And I'm gonna give you a little extra zhuzhing of
my
Zhuzh.
cheese.
Because that's
And then
how.
we've got some basil, which if you rip it, you'll actually get more of an aroma and the oils, which is
Yeah.
yummy. So we'll do that, and then I'll let you take a bite.
Take a
Without
bite,
further
taste
ado-
that,
Debbie,
taste
we're gonna
it.
Debbie.
I can't find a way to say, show me the money, but I'm working on it.
Oh, me
Oh
the-
my
Perfect.
Show me the bacon.
Everybody
Red-
freeze. Freeze. Don't move. Freeze. Okay, we're going to come back and we're going to show you at home how we built this segment and how we wrote it and how it was done. You're not freezing.
We're going behind the scenes when we come back.
This is amazing.